Kamisato Aki. Suiyu!
Frozen. You get frostbite.
Be still.
Where are you? I swear by my sword! The lowest blood! Life goes on. Blink!
Be still. Mind the deluge.
We are gods.
Be still.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you? And who is this accompanying you?
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, Forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
No, that would be most improper.
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names. Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Xingqiu act this awkward before either.
You guys, it's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that. Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Poem hunt?
That thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the five Kassen. Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your...
Huh? Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to...
If all of you are free, why don't we just...
well...
Do you have other plans, Xingqiu?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi-chan...
Shimura's... unfortunately, today is a bit windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack.
No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together. Oh, did we say something we weren't supposed to?
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
Huh? Shincho's suspicious? Hey, what are you two talking about?
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Read them together? Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person. Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Xingqiu himself? No way! That can't be right! Xingqiu only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's Chazuke? Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
Are you saying that Xingqiu has already been in Inazuma for some time? And that he's only pretending he just arrived?
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
But how could Xingqiu be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now. I do have some understanding of his character. I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Oh? Could Xingqiu...
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu Restaurant is indoors, I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter. Good. Then... I don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
Oh, this whole thing's starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Xingqiu gets here?
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth. Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Shincho be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat?
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you want to order.
So many lively young customers recently.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you want to order.
Hello there. What can I get for you?
Hi! Do you have any special recommendations today?
Why, of course. I'd personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past few days, so the fishing boats haven't been able to sail at all. But the weather finally cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
So the weather at sea has been bad these past few days?
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here. They couldn't do anything but sleep the entire trip.
Oh, this might be some useful information. Albedo, what should we talk about when Shincho...
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations. If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do. If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Oh, come to think of it, Shincho mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Is that so? That is also a very valuable clue.
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Shincho and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking him about the journey.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient. So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look. However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak to the time we docked.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far. Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Xingqiu.
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential. Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations. This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
Thank you. However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself. Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time, I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Doesn't sound like...
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma. So, logically speaking, there's no way he could possibly know what the illustrations look like. Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden? Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened!
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Irodori Festival. Even we, the creators, haven't received a sample copy. If that's the case, how could you know what my
well...
The jig's up, Xingqiu. You were already in Inazuma. Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth? Don't worry.
No, please. You misunderstand me. I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all. I did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this. Oh, this is most embarrassing.
Oh, well, if this isn't a coincidence, I didn't expect to see everyone here.
Huh? Tone deaf bard, what are you doing here?
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings. I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword. You needn't worry about it any longer.
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Yeah, I think... No. My mic's working.
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Apologies, Kujo Sara didn't mention a name. But I saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaka.
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Wait, what's happening?
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant.
Did you do the Glee event as well? Her story together with Yoimiya. It's the best one yet. Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now. I think you stole the books, but what is point or ID? Oh yeah, the tower defense game. It's the third time it's around. The first time was the best time, the best one yet. The second one was also pretty good.
Please, wait. Onodera is innocent.
Yeah, this is the third time I think. The first one was the best one because that one was pretty hard. The second one was really easy. I don't know if this one.
Oh, so you must be the author of A Legend of Sword. I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away.
No need to worry, Genyu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Oh, phew. What a relief. Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here, in order to prevent the suspect from...
Shinjo looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. There's no use keeping it a secret. In the end, I'm the one...
No, Genyu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. For the Iridori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors. Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yae publishing house, but Lady Yae also gave me a lot of support. However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Genyu.
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so signing events are really not my forte.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Genyu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with us. So these past few days, Genyu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough.
Oh.
So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Genyu could use these few days to sign them all.
Yeah, Onodera, his voice actor is pretty good.
I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse.
But Klee's voice actor is the best one.
To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Genyu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my... Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures.
Wait, but... do they have type machines, or... how does he write his stories?
At a previous event, the Yae publishing house had requested autographs of authors, so that they could be put... I practiced tirelessly for an entire day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature. But, looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
Yeah, that's something you say, Fenty. Oh, and yeah, it's a new season, right? Did you watch a new episode of Kaguya?
Yeah, that's right. All that matters is that Shinjo...
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding...
Yes, I understand.
We should probably be heading back to
He is an Archon, so compared to Zhongli and, well, Raiden Shogun, at least he interacts with people. Oh. Now I'm watching everything Spy Family. Kaguya has new season, yeah. Spy Family is also pretty good. But yeah, we have to wait for the new episode. Oh, no problem. You have a nice day as well. Oh no, it's not. I've read the manga. It's not.
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
It's not family friendly.
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Yeah, so why didn't you tell everyone earlier?
That's right. We're a team, and we...
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is...
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night, these...
Oh, no wonder Shincho looked so sleepy today.
I understand. Murata, go back to Yae Publishing House and get Aratani to book a room on the second...
Yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just so happens that my brother...
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from...
It seems I'm really in for it now.
No need to worry, Zhenyu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are two...
Even though Shincho still has to deal with his handwriting issue...
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop. But I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its merits.
What's Fenty doing here? Why is he standing here? He got nothing to do with this. Like his time is over.
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
Data Life. I've not watched that. Huh? Is it good?
You mean
Data
whoever
Life?
left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
Pardon me, but what are...
Oh, right. We have...
Is Data Life good,
I
or...?
see. It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the... Albedo. May I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait? Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story...
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portrait and the events that have taken place, your proposal...
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Oh, makes sense. Okay, I'll watch it. New character.
Albedo really is something. He finished the portrait of Aoi no
I think
Okina in no time at all.
this mystery person is probably either Yaimiko herself, or yeah, it's a new character.
Wonder how Shincho's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant.
Oh, I love those.
Hey,
No, I'm kidding.
do you think whoever left those stories for us could be hiding somewhere nearby? Oh, hello? He's a friend of ours in the release... Oh, what's it?
Wait, a cat?
It was just a cat. It's getting late now.
Well, Redo of a Healer. Have you seen that one? Redo of a Healer. Wait, is it only one mission or are there more? Yeah, I've watched so many harem anime. With no plot. I hope they didn't make it too easy this time, because last time was super easy. Oh no, I think it's again the same. Yeah, it's probably... Oh no. Wait, modifies basic attack to higher damage level as decent in the sky? Against Geo. Electro. Yeah, this is fine. Shumetsu no Haren. Wait, Reader of a Healer gave you nightmares? Nah, it has a good plot. Wait, Shumetsu no Haren. No. Oh, this song. I remember trying to beat it. The first time when this came around, there was one level that was super hard, and I remember trying for 2 hours in a row. Still didn't beat it perfect. Shumetsu no Haren.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
Wait, what's... Devil May Cry? Oh, that's... I've heard about that one. Wait, there are already things installed. So what do I do? And what's this? Oh, let's see. I don't think I have to do much. Yeah, this one's easy. Sadly. Shumatsu no Haren. I think the name is familiar. Oh yeah, it's a new one. Yeah, it's the World's End Harem, where this one guy is the last male alive. Wait, I think I can do this. Yeah, this is easy. And I still don't know what this thing does. Oh wait, maybe I can see it. When an opponent approaches it, the punishment will knock all opponents within an area away from itself. Oh, nothing special. Oh, I have no bow user. Oh yeah, that was something. Wait, isn't that... Why is it not dying? I remember. You had to I had to shoot those eyes of them in order to beat the level. Yeah. Wait, where's... Oh, here it is. I think I hit max. Oh wait, that could have done me there. I don't need these. Oh shit. Is this gonna be enough? No. I'm so dumb. Oh. Wait, what happens if I fall? Nothing. These ones are doing nothing as well. Yeah, and this is doing nothing as well.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainer.